Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Sam SolBright with another video here on the Love and Science channel. And I feel like I'm going to continue on this, on the sharing of the energies, the frequencies that are coming through for July. So as I was connecting with the frequencies of the second week of July, the biggest thing that is coming through is we're going to be gifted an opportunity to see probably way more than we've ever seen or felt before. And it's going to be really important to recognize that what we're going to be seeing and feeling is stuff that we still have inside. This isn't so much about seeing what's happening outside, waiting for the outside to reveal itself. This is about opening up to what you are being revealed about you, about yourself, about your reality, about your situations, experiences, everything. As we move into the seventh linear, as we navigate the seventh linear month, seven brings forth the frequencies of the spiritual, the energy. It brings through that which we may not be able to physically see with our two eyes. So anything in the realm of energy, the quantum realm, the spiritual realm, the etheric realm is going to become much more visible in a way. It's going to become much more tangible, palpable, feltable, you name it. And what's important to recognize is that any change that we desire, any change that we want, any change that we're ready for has to first change at an energetic level with everything. And so the more that we focus on the energy, the feeling of it, the more we're opening up for bigger and bigger shift and bigger change. So again, this is all about shifting our focus. This is all about shifting from what we perceive to be outside of ourselves and learning to recognize that that outside is only an aspect of ourselves. It's an aspect that still is within us. It is an aspect that we are still working through, that we need to see, we need to recognize, we need to feel, we need to own, and we need to process. There's a lot of things that we have yet to feel and process. And just by you feeling it with your entire body, your entire body actually gets to process it. So don't get caught up in like how we process and how we clear, how we release. This automatically happens the more you start to open up, the more you start to feel, the more you start to own things that you've never owned before, things that you've never recognized within yourself before, things that are still hidden inside of yourself. And so as you start to open up, you allow more light to come through. And your light actually does a lot of these things. Your light allows more of the old to be processed, a lot of emotions to be processed. It allows your entire body system to continuously clear, cleanse, purge, purify, release at deep, 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 deep levels. This isn't just clearing mentally, emotionally, and physically, even though that is a huge part of this process. This is now clearing, allowing your body to clear it cellularly and from your DNA. This is the level that everything must shift at. So just open up to that. Open up to feeling, open up your body, open up. You don't have to protect yourself anymore. You don't have to fear, you don't have to hide. You have to allow yourself to feel all of this. Because when you do and as you do, you break free from the bonds of the old perceptions and the old illusion. And you start to open up and see more of that which you didn't know existed, which you didn't know you had, which you couldn't perceive first. When you are closed and you are protected, you see very, very little. When you open up and you feel, you get to see the magnitude of everything. And that is how you allow yourself to regain back your power. When you're able to see and recognize and own and become aware, you take your power back. You start filling yourself up with more of your light, and your light is your power. You as light, you as a pure being of light, is where your power resides. But if you're closed, if you're suppressing, if you are protecting yourself, then you have no power. So open yourself up to that. There's a lot of things that are going to come through for each and every single one of us that is going to come at a personal level. This is a level that it has to come through first. When we talk about the collective things, the all of these different things, disclosure, the solar flash, the arrival, the first contact, all of that cannot physically occur at a collective level until you first go through it yourself, until you connect so deep, deep, deep inside, and you go through that yourself. And there may be a lot of questions about this, but don't open yourself up and just let your light come through, because as you do, you're going to start to remember this. And you're going to completely allow yourself to dissolve the aspect of yourself that is waiting for something to happen outside of yourself. Nothing will happen outside of yourself until it happens inside of yourself. This is an internal shift, internal revelation, internal realization, internal remembrance that you get to experience the more and more you open up to it. And so don't worry about the how. Don't worry about the ins and outs. All you have to do is completely open up to the energy and the frequencies, the energies inside. The frequencies that are coming through are activating the energies inside of yourself that are still heavy, that are still suppressed, that are still tied to the old 3D programs. And so as these frequencies continue to elevate and continue to increase, they're going to trigger and activate more and more and more within yourself. And again, this is a really huge part of the process of allowing yourself to feel everything you still have inside. This is about coming into a space where you no longer judge or dim or suppress or reject anything anymore. You don't need to anymore. You now are so super supported, which you've always been. We're just now becoming more and more aware of how supported we are in this process. But the light frequencies that are coming through in this now are supporting us even more, to where we don't need to suppress anything anymore. We don't need to hide from anything or anyone anymore. We don't need to hide from ourselves. We don't need to fight with ourselves. We don't need to be in a battle within ourselves. We don't have to reject ourselves. Because essentially what we're doing when we do any of those things towards something or someone outside of ourselves, we're only doing it to ourselves. We're only suppressing and judging an aspect of ourselves that we have not yet owned or haven't integrated yet. So open yourself up more and more and more to this process, more to who you are and who you've been. We've all been everything. We've all been everything that is still 3, the old, the control, the manipulation. We've all been it. We've all played in it. We've all embodied it. We've all supported it. We've done everything we could to keep it alive in this existence and in many others. This isn't something to judge. This is something to see. This is something to feel. This is something to own and to recognize that we've all been a part of it. We've all created it. We've all been, it's all within our bodies. And the realization that it's within your body can open you up so that you can start to feel that. So you are no longer in a battle with that out there, because essentially you're in a battle within yourself. So again, as you navigate this month, this week, open yourself up to the energy of everything that is still going on inside. The emotions, the thoughts, the perceptions, the illusions, everything is inside. Literally everything is inside of your physical body, because that is how you create that reality. You are creating the reality from everything you hold inside of you, whether you're conscious of it or unconscious of it, doesn't matter. The beauty and the opportunity now is that there's going to be more stuff being activated within us. There's going to be more and more and more that we're going to be able to feel inside. And this is huge. Don't be afraid to feel it. Don't be afraid of the heaviness. Don't be afraid. Don't judge yourself because you're feeling a certain way. Don't judge yourself because you've been crying all day. Don't judge yourself because something that you perceive to be old or done with is coming back to the surface. You're just going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into it. Allow your body to feel. Allow your body to feel that which you have not yet felt, what you haven't allowed yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel the energy of it inside. That becomes the key. That becomes your key to freedom. And I totally forgot that we're in the second week, which is Independence Day in the US. This feeling and recognizing and owning and opening up to your energies inside will create a massive amount of freedom for you. You are literally gifting your keys back to yourself. And you're allowing yourself the opportunity to break yourself free. Break yourself from the old bonds. Break free from the old illusions and the old programs. All the keys are inside. You just have to give yourself permission to actually experience that freedom. You have to give yourself permission to feel, because none of us really truly had the permission when we were growing up. When we were growing up, there was a lot of rules. If we acted out of character or got angry or threw a temper tantrum, we got punished. So we did not have full permission to feel. And that is why we have to gift ourselves permission every single time, in every way, more and more and more and more and more, so that we can start to feel more, so that we can start to open up, so that we can break free from the old. No one's going to free us but ourselves. No one's going to save us but ourselves. No one's going to come down but ourselves. Our soul comes down. Our soul is literally coming down through these light frequencies. And as we open up, we get to break free. We get to free ourselves from the old. We get to free ourselves from everything we once thought was real and true. And that is a huge part of the process of feeling everything. Feeling the grief, feeling the loss, feeling the death of your old reality, feeling the death of the ego, feeling the disillusion and disheartening and despair of everything that we once thought was true, what we once created, what we once fought for and supported. It's all part of the process. And we're going to need to feel into this deeper and deeper inside. Because more and more of the old is dissolving, more and more of the old is collapsing right now. And the deeper you feel it, the more you get to dismantle it from inside of you, and the more you get to transition out of the old and into the new in a much smoother way. So there's obviously lots. There's going to be much more reality collapses. There's going to be a lot more physical collapse in every level, in different ways, in different ways, different levels, different realities, for every single one of us. But we're all going to feel it. We're all going to continuously feel and see and sense the continual collapse, the continual dismantling. And it's just going to get bigger and bigger and stronger, which in a way will continuously push us out of the old. When things get so bad and so heavy in our own personal reality is when it's this push, it's this force that says, you're done. It's too heavy for you to carry. It's too heavy for you to keep sustaining. You don't have to anymore. You don't have to sustain your old realities anymore, because your new realities are already here, but they cannot come through unless you let the old go, unless you continuously feel your old realities. Because as you continuously feel, the more you start to open up and the more you start to see all of these different things come through for you. So allow yourself the opportunity, gift yourself. Remember that you do not need to focus on the old anymore. You don't need to continuously survive in the old. You don't have to uphold the old anymore. You do not have to keep those realities. You don't have to continue to keep and hold on to those realities, because those realities will eventually collapse. This isn't a matter of what if, it's a matter of when. This is a matter of when. Feel into that. Your 3D realities will collapse. Period. No doubt about it. It's going to be really important for all of us to choose whether we're inside of the collapse or whether we continuously let go, let go, let go, shift out of that so we don't have to physically feel the collapse within our reality. So open yourself up more and more and more and more to this, because you will continuously see more of what you need to let go and release the more you open up. And this is huge. You want to be able to open up to the new realizations, to the awarenesses of where you're still holding on to the old, what you're still feeling, what's still going on inside of you, so that you can continuously and consciously move out of the old and into the new. So again, July is going to be another huge, massive, catapulting month, linear month, and opportunity. We're moving into the next 2 months of this, the second phase of this linear year, where more is going to reveal, more is going to be asked. We're going to be pushed more beyond our limitations, and we're going to get to see more and more and more of this new beautiful reality that's already here. That's already here for us. It's already inside. Just have to open up to it. So keep going, keep feeling, keep trusting, keep honoring your light body. Your light body is going to go through so much. This is a normal part of the process. Your light body is doing everything it can to create more space and more room for your light. Your light body is opening up to more and more and more, so that you can feel it, so that you can see it, so that you can recognize it, so that you can own it. And the more that you do, the more you'll break free from it. So continue to listen to the light body, continue to support it, continue to surrender to all the weird, bizarre, inexplainable, and illogical things that are going to happen to the body. You don't need to know exactly why things are happening. You just need to open up and allow them. Because your body is doing so much right now. Your body is going through so much right now. You don't have to make sense of it. You don't have to make it fit into an old 3D box. You don't have to label it. You just have to honor it. You just have to be open to it, open to this process, and open to everything that that you are feeling right now. Because it will not make sense. And that is part of reverting the old systems. Nothing will make sense. I can guarantee you, nothing will. So the more that you honor it, the more you say, you know what, I surrender, I'm done trying to make sense of it all. I'm just letting it all go. The easier it's going to become. And the smoother, the more you're going to appreciate it, the more you're going to be able to support your body in every single way. So open up, keep feeling, keep allowing, keep expanding. And if there's anything that if you have any questions about this process, if you have any questions whatsoever, I'm going to put my information below so you guys can reach out. For those that may feel called to and resonate, I have upcoming live activations. I have an upcoming workshop as well that you guys can join. And I'm starting to fit in a little bit more or here and there, some gifted group support circles that you guys can also join us for. So I'll put my information below. So for those that may want to reach out. And with that, sending you so much love, a wave of peace and a wave of support as always. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.